This state is sitting on the keg of gunpowder. This state is sitting on the keg of gunpowder. It just requires a little spark, and everywhere will go aflame. What is happening today? When we said all that, they say, oh, we are just criticizing, we see nothing good about the administration and blah, blah, blah. But were we right? The answer is yes. Very ugly scenario before the state will go aflame. You can see the way they are going. They have unleashed non-state actors and they brandish guns without restrictions. Yesterday, three people called me, innocent people, that after they did what they did in Falga, they were all passing, they were going to do their business. If you see, you need to see, I posted on our platform. Those are innocent Nigerians. They had no business in the local government at all. They were just passing by. Give me your phone. And you say, how, why? Why? Knife. Innocent people. Give me money in your pocket. Why are you doing this now? Why? The boys have been let loose. The drugs have been let loose. How would they tame them? You will see the level of criminality in the state will be so unthinkable and unimaginable. January, precisely 19th of January, 2024. This is June. 19th of January, 2024. We had a meeting under IPAC, Inter-Party Advisory Council, IPAC. In that meeting, we met with the commission, the chairman, at the residence, their office. And the issue of local government election was one of the issues we confronted the chairman with. And the chairman told us that today, he was ready. But that he's needing, of course, you know that they are being funded by the states. And most of the things they do, they are not independent as we all think they are. That they need the enablement. That the government has not called them. That they are aware the chairman of the commission is a retired judge. He knows the law. That they are aware of what the constitution, the law has said on local government election. And that they are ready, but they need the express enablement and permission from the chief executive. And when we left the meeting ground, as we just stepped out, the press engaged me. And of all the things we discussed, I highlighted the issue of local government, conduct of local government election. Within the extant laws of the state, I wasn't saying that they should go and bring anybody from outside. I said within the extant laws of the state. And I recall that the pressman asked me, how prepared this call that you're making, how prepared is your party? And I told the reporter, I said that APC will clinch 319 of the councillorship seats and 23 of the local government seats in Rivers State. I said so. I made that boast. It was not empty because I knew the strength of the APC, especially when we took it away from social club status to a political party. I knew. I was talking from facts and figures. Now, what is going on? What is going on in the states? Recall too that we said, look, this state is sitting on the keg of gunpowder. This state is sitting on the keg of gunpowder. It just requires a little spark and everywhere will go aflame. What is happening today? When we said all that, they say, oh, we are just criticizing, we see nothing good about the administration and blah, blah, blah. But were we right? The answer is yes. We have gotten to plenty stages on this matter. Even got to the point, now the problem again, I will ask people, I'll put before you, is what was the reason for the governor to refuse to conduct local government election? The answer they gave is that there were some political tension. Political tension did not stop them from moving from one local government to 23 local government in the name of Thanksgiving. Political tension, as it were, as they used as excuse, did not do anything to stop their movement from one local government to the other. But it was political tension that, for them, it stopped the conduct of local government elections. When we raised that issue, the local government chairmen didn't oppose us. They are aware that their tenure expires on the 17th of June. They didn't oppose us. There was no reason for the opposition anyway. But the governor made himself and the state vulnerable. Now we are susceptible to attacks. I want to use your opportunity to absorb APC members in Rivers State. We are not part of the ongoing war in Rivers State. We are not. I will also absorb the innocent residents of Rivers State, people who have come here to do business, to fend for themselves, and put food on their tables. I want to say that we are also absorb the innocent citizens of Rivers State. They are not part of the war. The war is Governor Siminalayi versus Governor Siminalayi. That is the war in Rivers State as we speak. The governor is unteachable. He's unteachable. He does not take counsels. If the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in a well-constituted meeting with the best serene atmosphere, will advise him, including the fact that caretaker, that nomenclature called caretaker in local government should not be encouraged. The president warned. If he disobeyed Mr. President, who else will you teach? Who else will teach him? He disobeyed number one citizen. Please, who else? Again, he also said in one of his briefings that Rivers elders were stupid, that they lacked the moral and political imperatives, that they were just there for the highest bidder. Are you not aware that he said that Rivers elders were just a ping-pong? When you press them, when you give money. So who will now come to our rescue? I want to use this opportunity to make this demand. It is too late to cry when the head is off. When you are crying over a split milk, what will you do with it? It is proper right now that we are able to assuage this very ugly scenario before the state will go aflame. You can see the way they are going. They have unleashed non-state actors and they brandish guns without restrictions. Yesterday, three people called me, innocent people, that after they did what they did in Falga, they were all passing. They were going to do their business. If you see, you need to see, I posted on our platform. Those are innocent Nigerians. They had no business in the local government at all. They were just passing by. Give me your phone. And you say, how, why? Why? Knife. Innocent people. Give me money in your pocket. Why are you doing this now? Why? The boys have been let loose. The drugs have been let loose. How would it tame them? You will see the level of criminality in the state will be so unthinkable and unimaginable. You have let them out. I remember that song, who let the dogs out? Whom? That's what is on in Rivers State. And I ask that vehemently as a party, that because the war in the state today, now take this this land again. The Supreme Court is on the matter of local government autonomy, on the matter instituted by the federal government, the Attorney General and Minister for Justice. The sides had been taken, for and against, and the Supreme Court had reserved judgment on the matter. And in that disposition of the federal government, they are talking about autonomy of the local government. They are talking about the incessant and the criminal ways that local government chairmen are removed at the whims and caprices of the governors. Those are the issues in contention. That matter is about to be delivered by the Supreme Court. And can I now say that the governor is undercutting, is challenging the Supreme Court? Tomorrow, being 20th, you are all aware that a judgment is being expected from the Court of Appeal. And before the Court of Appeal adjourned to 20th, they have stayed all proceedings. The Court of Appeal has also said status quo should remain. And that anybody who attempts to do anything to affect the rest is the subject matter. That nobody should do anything to affect the subject matter. Are they keeping to it? They're in court. It's interlocutory. It's not an ex party where one party is not in court. They were in court. Their lawyers were in court. They are aware of what the Court of Appeal have said. It means, of course, that they are lawless. They have taken the laws into their hands. As we speak, I'm sure you know that today, 8 a.m., I'm told, the caretaker members were invited for screening, and as we speak, they have all been sworn in. Now, all of them will head to take over the councils. How about the mayhem that we're experiencing? Police is helpless in the case. Even the governor himself is helpless. After he addressed the state yesterday morning, I'm told, and said the head of local government should take over the councils until further directives. When he was told, because of course you know that what happened yesterday couldn't have been spontaneous. It couldn't have been. If it was spontaneous, it would have happened in patches. But in the 23 local government areas, they were already arranged. I posted to you a picture of the chief of staff leading the onslaught, chief of staff to the governor. I posted a picture. I will still send to you. I'm not the maker of the picture and the video, but he is the one leading thugs, armed non-state actors to various local governments and causing mayhem. Police have said to them, police have said, look, we are also handicapped. I posted to you the statement by the command, which they acknowledged that in Omuma, a police officer was shot dead, and a vigilante was also shot dead. Was it necessary? Was this necessary? And as a boy, whether in Ahoda East or something, I recall that I interfaced with that young man. He was SCG president of Lechamade here. That boy died yesterday. Although, again, they showed picture of him asking for armory and picture of him carrying a Asawana flag and saying that Asawana is not a love song. He is gone. These are the ones that are reported. How about the unreported ones? How about what will happen today when the council chairman, so to speak, as far as we are concerned, illegal council chairman, because again, who screened them? 3 assembly members. When the Supreme Court had made a decision on that matter somewhere, some time ago, when it concerns a governor in Plateau State, Supreme Court said, what one thought is, it's not about the people who are sitting. It's about the majority of members of the assembly. What we have in this state today is a situation where we have 3 assembly members. One is speaker. The other one is deputy speaker. Maybe the other one is majority leader, because there must be a majority leader to sponsor bills of government. That's what we have. Isn't that illegality? You can see that the man is thriving in illegality. I have told a friend of mine who said, I said, no, don't embellish it. It is about the man saying, look, he that is done needs fear no fall. But what has happened? Who led him to this quagmire? Himself. Against himself. If you listen to councils, when you say conduct election, what is wrong? What is the difficulty in conducting election? Crying out loud. Please, have you seen any state that conducted election and the opposition party clenched up? It's not true. They will still find a way to maneuver to win. Conduct the election. Let us know that that part of the law has been respected. But he wants his own 7 persons to man each local government areas. That's what he has gone ahead to do. It's an affront on the judiciary. And I'm sure the Court of Appeal judges are listening. It's an affront to the Supreme Court. Because the matter is before them. Maybe the reason they are doing it is, oh, the law will not take retroactive or retrogressive action or effect. But they are doing it barefaced, not minding the consequences. Look at the consequences today in Rivers State. I'm told that even the Federal High Court and the High Court in the state cannot sit because of palpable fear. Young men are brandishing all manner of guns. It is their right now. They have liberty to do so. So if you are one of them, I don't even know how you can manage to come to this place, particularly my friend Alwell that lives around them there. I don't know how you manage. So we are in trouble in the state. We are in the state of war. And because the governor is unteachable, and because the governor does not listen to counsel, even the counsel of Mr. President, APC Rivers State that I represent today is demanding for a state of emergency in Rivers State. It is the way out so that you and I will live in peace. And I have said so because it would be too late to cry when the head is off. The reasons for war, full-blown, the indices of war, full-blown, are palpable, they are clear. So the federal government should do what they should do to ensure that this anarchical situation in Rivers State does not degenerate to a situation where we will be seeing fire everywhere. Noting again that the importance of the state in terms of our economy. If Rivers State is aflame, our economy as a country will dwindle. And so they must make hay while the sun shines. This is our position, and we have couched our position on facts and figures. We have also, maybe I should also let you know, that the local government law, I will give you the citation, had outlawed the use of caretaker and heads of local government in the local government setting in the states. I'll give you the law. I'll give it to you so that you. I mean, of course, you're aware that all local governments are under, so to speak, the supervision or oversight of the legislative arm of government. They make laws for the governance of the local government. So all the laws I will give to you so that you also read that the laws that outlawed the use of caretaker or head of local government or whatever nomenclature else other than democratically elected council is still in force. It has not been vacated. But the governor is barefaced doing what he's doing. I can assure you that who knows what will happen tomorrow? Tomorrow is 20th, the big day. What if the Supreme Court, in their wisdom, says, oh, what happened here and there? I don't want to, because they are subject, is sub judice, I won't discuss the details. But I'm saying, what if the Supreme Court, the Court of Appeal says this, and that which they said is completely at variance with what is going on in the state now? What will happen? So we're going to have 2 chairmen, the elected caretaker, who created the lacuna. When they say assembly extended the stay of local government chairman by 6 months, I laugh. Because I followed up. It's not true. No. The law was not particular on the local government chairman, that the local government chairman now. No. The law was clear. They domesticated a law in an item in the Constitution that says, should there be difficulty or war that will or may rather stop Mr. President from conducting election, that the National Assembly will meet and pass a resolution and then extend Mr. President's stay for 6 months. Assembly of the State domesticated it to say, should there be anything that is difficult, that is making it impossible for an election to be conducted, the chairman therein will be given 6 months in the first instance. That's the law. So they didn't make a law, Chidi Lloyd, I'm sorry to call names, and whoever should remain for 6 months. The law didn't say so. That's not what they said. And that law anticipated maybe what the governor had done. So, I mean, if you are in the right senses, should you not have avoided that pitfall? If somebody set a trap for you, for instance, and you have seen that there is a trap, you deliberately go there and step on the thorns, and you think yourself responsible and reasonable. So, the local government, the River State of Assembly did not extend the stay of local government chairman by 6 months. They made a law, and laws are not particularized. It is fortunate or unfortunate that the local government chairmen are the ones to benefit from it, because the governor played into their hands. If you have conducted election, look, I don't know whether you heard that the local government chairman, any one of them at all, was not aware that on the 17th of June he was going to vacate office. They all knew they were leaving office. But they are now saying, this is the law that is made. And that law is not at contrast, at variance with the whims and caprices of the governor. Police have said they are tired though. They can't continue to lose people. The governor himself, after the security meeting he convened, when he heard about the takeover of councils, after the meeting he convened, came out and addressed the press. Said no, that what he said was that the head of the local government should take over. That he's not aware of the takeover of the councils by his supporters. And to see how a governor talks, in that release, he was talking. The governor said that he's aware. Let me quote him or paraphrase him. Let me say this. This is Governor Fubarana. Let me say this. I am aware that plans are being made to arrest my supporters who are protesting. But I must say that they are innocent, that before you arrest them, that you arrest them through him. I don't know whether he was listening to it. I will play to you so that you see. And he said that the enemy, you know that the enemy, a father, has identified enemies in his house, not external enemies in his house. Governor Fubara is not fit. When this trouble that he has caused will come full blown, he will run away. He can't stand it. I can be sure of that. And so the best bet for Rivers State as we speak today is a state of emergency. Let the army be deployed to take over strategic places. Let this moribund and espontus government be sent to the abyss, and let Rivers State have a sigh, heave a sigh